another class. You skipped 4 classes this week.
Z doesn't care if I don't show.
That's so not true. Besides, Durst is teaching science today, which you'd know if you'd been to class yesterday.
She is?
Rumor is, she thinks Professor Z is too slack, so she's coming in to whip us into shape. Anyway, if you're not there...
I suggest you take this day to refamiliarize yourself with the Blake-Holsey Code of Conduct.
No spitting or throwing cabbages? These rules date back to 1879. They're not relevant to teaching today.
Rules not relevant? Professor Zachary, that is precisely where your problem lies. As an educator, you must discourage delinquent behavior.
With all due respect, if we motivate students, if we reach out to them, if we act as good role models, then students will naturally behave.
You see right there? There is a perfect example of why we need rules. If Miss Trent is not in my science class in 3 minutes, haul her in here. Show no mercy. Chirality. You're late, Miss Edwards. Detention. Chirality, from the Greek word for hand, a basic principle of chemistry. Posture. For example, our left and our right hands look the same, but we cannot put our left hand on top of our right and have them match. Miss Baxter.
They're mirror opposites.
Very good. Why should we care? Because some molecules in their left-handed chiral form can be harmless, while their right-handed chiral form can be poisonous. Responsible scientists must know what form they're dealing with, or risk producing deadly results in the laboratory. What do you smell?
Caraway seeds.
Yes. The molecule carvone smells like caraway in its right-handed form. We shall find out today what happens when we convert it to its left-handed form. What do you smell?
Now the carbone smells like mint?
It's glorious. It's marvelous. It's mintalicious.
Principal Durst, a responsible educator could only have one response to your code of conduct, and that is to... show no mercy.
Okay, so my mom drops me at this boarding school, and I'm thinking it's like all the other places I've gone. Students, teachers, principal, you know, like normal schools, but it's not. Weird stuff happens here, really weird stuff. And what's this guy doing here? Is his floating sphere the key to the mystery? Something's going on and someone's behind it, and we're gonna get to the bottom of it.
There is nothing wrong at Blake-Holsey High.
Thought you didn't care if my bum wasn't in the chair every class. I mean, I'm getting A's.
You thought wrong. Attendance is the cornerstone of the educational system.
Are you feeling all right? You seem a little uptight today.
Your truancy is an infraction of the Blake-Holsey Code of Conduct, bylaw 28-A.
Fine, I won't do it again. Can I have my ride back?
No.
Z, English is so boring. Emma Bovary, Tess of the D'Urbervilles. Why are we reading about all these pathetic women? Who cares about them? Yours is the only class I ever learned anything in. Are you listening to me?
You'll be serving 2 weeks detention.
You're kidding me. We can't do this.
Add one more for questioning my authority.
What?
One more.
I think there's something wrong with Professor Z.
He's mad at Durst, but she has been awesome. We did the coolest experiment with samples of our DNA in class today. Fingernails and hair. Did you know that everybody's DNA helixes twist in the same direction? To the right?
Did you know that Professor Z gave me 11 detentions?
Well, you were cutting classes.
So stupid.
You guys get busted by Professor Z?
Yeah. Did you know throwing a football around in the hall was an infraction?
So apparently is singing in the hall.
Miss Edwards, infraction, stop.
You giving me a detention for carrying my pom-poms?
They're not part of the official school uniform as laid out in bylaw number 1265.
I guess we'll all be seeing each other in detention.
I don't think so.
Josie, not going to detention is just gonna make things worse. If you want to do something positive, just go talk to Z.
That's so disgusting. I think.
Okay, who let one go?
All right.
Ew! Ew! What is that smell? Okay, that is disgusting.
I'd say the smell's coming from the science room.
Oh, it smells like dye in here.
Professor D, you okay?
Professor D?
I was trying to convert beta santalol to its chiral opposite form. It's supposed to smell like sandalwood. Oh.
Sorry, but that is definitely sulfurous.
Yeah, I really blew that experiment, didn't I? It was a real trouser cough. Oh. Oh.
Miss Durst. May I see you in my office, please?
Why? What's all the stink about?
Now.
All right. Someone take care of that.
Where in the Blake-Holsey Code of Conduct does it suggest that educators should discuss bodily functions with their students?
Zachary, we all have gas, even you, so lighten up. It's important to reach out. You said so yourself.
I also said we should be proper role models, which you clearly no longer are. Victor Pearson.
Pearson? You emailed him?
Yes, and he responded.
He's made you acting principal until further notice? You backstabber.
We both thought it would be for the good of the school.
Your bullying is good for nothing, except possibly your overbearing ego.
Your dad wouldn't make Z principal forever, would he?
He's totally impressed with him. I mean, he thinks the new Blake-Holsey High could be the best school in the country.
Z and Victor buddies. This is so not connecting.
Is it any weirder than Durst being the life of the party teaching science class?
Can we get back to Z? He just sentenced me to cleaning up the grounds for not serving my detention. What is that?
All right, so we'll all pitch in and help you out.
I'm not cleaning the school. Okay? School sucks. Z has turned it into a total nightmare, and I am not taking it anymore.
Josie.
Professor Z, I'm not cleaning the school.
Principal Zachary. Miss Trent, I had hoped by giving you detention that you would learn a willingness to uphold the school rules. But this flouting of my orders.
What's happened to you? I thought that you understood me.
Well, I wish I could, Josie. But your flagrant abuse of this institution and its rules leaves me absolutely... I'm talking to you. Missy, if you're not careful, I will fail you.
You failed me already.
No. Not another word out of you.
Or what?
Everybody just chillax.
Or what?
I'll expel you.
You can't expel me.
You're expelled.
Because I quit.
What?
No way.
You can't throw her out.
I just did. And I can do the same to every one of you.
So out of here.
Give me a C, give me an H, give me an I, R, A, and L! 'Cause chiral means it doesn't match. Chiral means...
Mirror opposites.
Yes! And mirror me, baby!
I get it. I think. Thank you for helping.
Well, anytime I can use a pom-pom.
Professor D, Zachary expelled Josie.
What?
You have to make him change his mind. See reason.
You're right.
Okay. Z has become a tin pot dictator, and Durst is chill like Z used to be. It's like they've traded personalities or something.
I was thinking, is it possible that D and Zachary have chiral forms?
Like molecules which have a harmless and poisonous form?
Zachary is Z's poisonous form, and Professor D is Durst's harmless form. Makes sense.
Black hole sense.
So how do we turn them back? And get Josie unexpelled?
Children thrive on discipline. They learn when control...
Learning isn't about control. It's about freedom. Freedom to have crazy thoughts and to search for answers and not feel stupid. It's freedom, not control, that leads to invention and to maturation and to producing responsible, creative, loving adults.
You're fired.
Fired? That's a good one. Fired. You're right.
I hope this works. Well, Durst turned weird the moment she smelled the mint, so if we can reverse the mint back to the caraway form, that should logically change them back.
Making those two normal again is our only chance of getting Josie back.
This place is going crazy.
Yep. Do you want my Fremont Park CD?
No.
How about my unabridged guide to navigating wormholes? I want you to have something to remember me by.
Don't say that. Look, Josie, you can't leave. There's so much for you here. Your friends, the science club. Josie, I like you.
I know.
A lot.
This is something I really have to do. Not gonna say goodbye.
This may not be the answer to what's troubling you.
Maybe it's not. It feels pretty good right now.
Give you a lift, but my car's on the fritz.
I was gonna walk.
Oh, I think I'll join the Peace Corps.
I think I'll get a job, then I'll never have to read Emma Bovary again.
Oh, she bored the pants off me.
Tess of the D'Urbervilles?
Worse. Victims, all of those women, weak. Quitters. Blasted.
What?
We're acting just like them. Those fictional women we loathe.
We are?
They gave up. They let themselves get kicked around without fighting back.
I hate school too much to fight back.
Why do you hate school?
I'm sick of being force-fed other people's thoughts. Sometimes I'm scared that I'll never have an original thought again, ever.
I suppose we could use some of that anger of yours to change things. Nah. We'd have to kick way too much butt. I'm certainly not up to it.
Wait. You're saying we could fight to make things better around here? You and me together? Did you do some kind of reverse psychology thingy?
Come on, Josie. The revolution's this way.
What are we gonna do about Z?
I'm not entirely sure.
Maybe we can help out with that.
Mr. Wheeler, I'm sure you have an explanation for conducting science experiments in the hall. Perhaps you'd like to talk it over with me in detention.
Actually, Principal Durst, I'd really rather not.
I beg your pardon. All right, then. See to it that I never catch you again in my halls with a test tube. Understood.
Durst blinked. She hasn't changed back.
She has to be.
Uh-oh.
Where's your rule book, Principal Zachary?
I left it where it belongs, in another millennium.
Guys, it did work. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, too.
You know, I do care if you're not in my class.
Care as in personally, or care as in I'll be punished if I cut again?
Both.
So, why didn't the conversion work with Durst?
Maybe there is no D. And no Durst, not really. Maybe deep down, she really does have this impulsive, rebellious side. I wonder if we'll ever see that side of her again.
You are to attend every class from now on. Is that clear, Miss Trent?
Yes.
Good. Otherwise, you forfeit the privilege of taking this course.
An independent study.
Some challenging reading to fuel your original thoughts.
Women who changed the world.
Madame Curie, Amelia Earhart, Elizabeth I, and Rosa Parks.
Thank you.
Miss Trent!
You wanted me to help you change the school. That's where you start.
Oh, yeah.
You messed up my DNA experiment. Boy, I've got a lot of catching up to do.
You follow my notes from science class?
Well, I thought I did, but you said that DNA was chiral, that all the helixes twisted to the right.
Yeah, that's what we learned.
Well, mine goes to the left.
You know, maybe you did your experiment correctly. Look at this. I didn't want to tell the other guys.
Your DNA helix twists to the left, too?
We're not brother and sister.
No, our DNA doesn't match. We just share this genetic trait. Could we be the only ones on Earth?
Like this? I don't know.
I guess we're gonna find out together.